Miss Garcia.
Good morning, sunshine. I miss you. I could kiss you right now.
Yeah, well, someday.
Curfew is now in effect. All unauthorized citizens must stay indoors.
Tensions rise as we enter the 213th week of lockdown.
Grim new reality emerges.
COVID-23 has mutated. COVID-23 has mutated. COVID-23 has mutated.
President-elect Joe Biden got his first dose of the Pfizer coronavirus vaccine today, live on television. Here in New York, healthcare workers started getting the second approved vaccine. That's the one from Moderna. And there's a lot of optimism in the air around the vaccines. We got 2 now circulating. It was tempered, I gotta say, for me, by news out of England, where an apparently highly contagious new strain of the virus helped nearly double the rate of infections there in the past couple of weeks. Question now, so how worried should we be about this new strain?
Beginning thermal scan. Thermal scan normal.
A horrifying new development
New
today.
data confirms the virus attacks the brain tissue.
Hey, whoa! I'm immune!
Worldwide death toll rises to over 110 million.
All infected Americans are being forced into quarantine camps.
And also, the vaccine is still going to protect us from that, right? There's perhaps no one I'd rather talk to right now to help answer some of those questions than Pulitzer Prize-winning science writer Lori Garrett, columnist at Foreign Policy magazine and author of The Coming Plague, Newly Emerging Diseases in a World Out of Balance. All right, Lori, let's start with the mutation that is in the UK. Is it real? And do we know that it is contributing to a much higher rate of transmission?
So, Chris, I have to give you very bad news. This is the fourth mutation.
Sarah, what's going on?
Department of Sanitation.
Sarah, talk to me.
I think my neighbor has a fever.
My understanding from the reporting that I've done over these last few months and talking to virologists, right, is that this coronavirus is relative to, say, flu, is fairly stable. And that has been useful in sort of designing the vaccine. We've already started to see mutations. What do we think that portends for the vaccine?
Right now, the general statement that's being made by all parties associated with health departments and so on is, looks like the vaccine will be fine and this is going to work out just fine. But we don't actually have data. One way or the other to answer that question. It is interesting that the UK studies on using the routine nucleic acid tests that a lot of places are using.
They have no data. So now they can just say whatever they want and they have nothing to prove that it's true. See, that's just like what they've been doing in the churches. No proof, no data, nothing to prove what they're saying. Now it's just, it's all over the place. It's something to sit there and make those kinds of statements like, oh, well, we think it'll work. We think it'll be okay. But but they don't say that, hey, they don't qualify that way. We don't have any data to prove it. They just say, yeah, we think everything's going to be okay. But we have no proof. We haven't done the data. We haven't done the testing. They do the same thing even with, the vaccine and how it's going to deal with this virus. Because, there's many groups that they did not test it on, and now it's having adverse effects to certain people.
Sometimes we have to do things we don't want to survive.